Only on Fox tonight. It's an in-person meeting no one would expect.
A longtime crime victims advocate and one of the nation's most notorious serial killers sits down face to face. Fox 26's Randy Wallace joining us live from Southwest Houston with this exclusive. Randy.
Rashi, for some 20 years, crime victims advocate Andy Kahan and serial killer David Berkowitz, a.k.a. Son of Sam, have been writing to each other. Why? They share a common goal called murderabilia, or profiting from heinous, headline-grabbing crimes.
I want Stacy's killer.
The Son of Sam.
The Son of Sam.
David Berkowitz.
The Son of Sam.
David Berkowitz.
The Son of Sam.
At the age of 23, David Richard Berkowitz spent a year terrorizing New York City. From July 1976 through July 1977, he killed 6 people and wounded 7 others. He gained worldwide notoriety by not only eluding police, but mocking them by leaving letters about his deadly crime spree. He's been in prison now for 44 years.
It's probably the most bizarre partnership.
Since 2000, crime victims advocate Andy Kahan has led the charge to stop high-profile killers and others from profiting from their deadly deeds.
But I also knew that perhaps a lot of the killers, like Berkowitz and others, might not even be aware their stuff was being sold. I mean, so I did what you would do. I went fishing.
And he caught a big one. Kahan sent letters to 20 serial killers. 12 responded.
And there were 2 that really, really stood out. David Berkowitz was one of them.
It's being sold.
With Berkowitz's help, Kahan pushed for laws that would bring the profitable murderabilia industry to a halt.
Okay, he's a serial killer. Like, he's the one that you watch Netflix shows about and you read about in the news.
I remember Kahan and Sidney Zeiker requested and got an interview with Berkowitz for a Crime Stoppers podcast. They traveled to a prison in upstate New York.
When you think of a serial killer, you kind of expect you're going to meet them. They're going to come in shackles. There's going to be guards everywhere.
I'm not absolving him of what he did. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I mean, he deserves to be where he is, and he knows it as well. And to be frank, as I told him one time, you know, if you were in Texas, you and I wouldn't be talking because you wouldn't be breathing. That's just reality.
Do you mind if I put a mic on you here? So he's just sitting there, and I'm like clipping, and my hands are like, I hope I don't mess up.
Nobody would ever dream this was the notorious Son of Sam that caused terror and rampage in the streets of New York City.
Regardless of what happened with me in the past, which I'm so very sorry for, you know, I'm still a human being. He's a human being. We have feelings, we have emotions, we have concerns, I have regrets, and I feel that it's the right thing to do. And we hit it off because we're 2 Jewish guys. So.
Berkowitz has no internet access, but does have email.
For many years, I was in the dark ages when it came to electronics, you know, and just about maybe a year and a half ago, they finally allowed us to have these small tablets where I can email, because that's how we stay in touch now.
The 2-hour discussion includes some surprises.
I did not know that he had communicated with one of the victims' families. I was not aware of that.
Berkowitz is no doubt a model prisoner who has done what society would want an inmate to do.
This person has a soul too, and what are we asking of them as a violent offender who needs to stay where he is? Again, I'll say he needs to stay where he is.
Now, I'll have more on this unprecedented interview between Kahan and Berkowitz on tomorrow night's newscast at 9. Now, be sure to check out the Crime Stoppers podcast. We've got links for you on our website. Reporting live from the Southwest side, Randy Wallace, Fox.